Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Far-invertedjokerr and welcome back. Today we're going to discuss the things that came with the patch. So, gigantic meta change there, and before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that I have been gone for over a week, grinding, trying to get used to default controls again, because as you guys know, I played on Southpaw for the longest time. So if you can imagine aiming with your left stick and running with your right stick, that's how I played before. And I switched back to default because after watching old gameplay and footage and all that, I realized that I have a quicker aim on default. However, going back to default, I was running into objects, bouncing off of walls, really hard to control at first, but now I kind of have it down. So the clips that you see in this video are either a couple little dirty shots, but the ones with like ash and thermite, I was trying to get used to default controls again, and it was incredibly fucking hard. So I don't make videos on patch notes because I don't think that you guys are stupid, and you can go and read the patch notes yourselves and be just as informed as I am. However, I do plan on Friday making a video showing you guys like what impact grenades do at certain ranges. That way you don't ever get yourself caught off guard, trying to throw them too far and not actually hitting anyone, and just testing the radius of the impact grenades that came with Rook and a couple other operators like Castle and Caveira. And I know I did butcher that. I'm not going to say it with an accent because I'm American and it sounds fucking terrible when I try. And after that one, I know you guys are going to dick ride the fuck out of the comments section letting me know that I just butchered her fucking name for the millionth time. Anyways, I decided to play the game a full day without, jumping to any conclusions on how I think about the patch or this, that, and the other. So, number one, the addition of impact grenades is fucking gigantic. Because think about it, how many times have you been playing as a Rook and you have to beg and plead with someone that may or may not even have a microphone in when you're in solo queuing a casual game or even ranked, and you have to beg someone for a shotgun to come blow out a hatch or a wall for you, just so you can flank the enemy team or get yourself back into safety. That's the first things first. You can pop hatches open and escape, or pop open a wall and have that permanent angle to use in late game. And I have thoroughly used these impact grenades, and I can say this, sometimes, occasionally, you'll throw one and direct impact someone and get a kill, even if they're at full health, and sometimes you won't. But my main thing with these impact grenades is, number one, like I said, blowing up walls and hatches. But if you pop someone a couple of times and you know that they are still in the general vicinity of somewhere and they're about to start peeking you, you can throw that nade to either A, push them back, or B, clean up the kill that you should have got when you were shooting them in the first place. And then my second favorite thing that they did this patch is the addition of the muzzle brake. I have thoroughly, for the longest time, been adamant since they did the changes where the compensator and the flash hider actually make a big difference in how that they work. I've always been a big compensator guy, but now I have that perfect mid-ground of tap firing and controlling recoil while holding down the trigger, i.e. going full auto. I did a lot of testing, and a lot of you guys are going to like what you like, but with the heavy barrel, I really never seen like too much of a hindrance when I was shooting long range, especially with the guns that I use on killing people. And on top of that, if you shoot them in the head, it really doesn't matter. So for me, it's muzzle brake all the way. Lastly, the last thing that I'm excited about is Doc. And if Doc is being played by someone on the team that is competent, in combination with Rook, shooting someone in the toe and them going down, instead of having to shoot them with a dart to heal them, you can put them down, they'll be up at 75 health, you hit them with another dart, and voila, they're overhealed. And then that in tandem with the fact that if you are Doc in late game and you have darts left, when you get in that late game peak battle with a 1v1 scenario on your hands, you can just repetitively heal yourself and possibly overheal yourself depending on how much damage you've taken throughout the round. And I take that back, I actually am excited about one more thing, and that's the addition of claymores. So when you think about it, when you're attacking, you're put in a position to cut off the routes that the members could possibly be coming from, and that takes up a lot of time, especially when you're doing that throughout the game. And then the next thing you know, if you have bad clock management, the round is over and you've done absolutely nothing for your team. Now, when you're planting the diffuser or you're in the secure area by the biohazard container, and you can put in a claymore, and you completely block off one lane because you will hear the defender shooting at your claymore, or taking it out in one way or another, or completely avoiding it and going the opposite direction. However, at this point, all the claymores that I've seen put down in places like that, something that you would use Capital for, you can now use claymores for a permanent option until the claymore either blows someone up or they shoot it, but since no one's looking for them yet, we haven't really seen too many people shooting them. We've seen a lot of people dying from them because they're just not ready. So I want to see how this evolves in the future with the claymores, and I want to see some of the crazy things that people start doing with them to cut off lanes and angles and stop a late game flank. So those are my thoughts right now, post patch on Rainbow Six Siege. I cannot wait and see what the future brings with all these changes and to see how exactly it changes the meta. I have a good idea in the back of my mind, and I pretty much mentioned them in the video, but yeah, I can't wait. And a lot of you guys have been asking my settings post last patch, and my horizontal is 60, my vertical is 20, and my ADS is 55. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be looking forward to that test video on Friday, and until next time, my name is mezzotagger, and I'm back with regular uploads, and I'm signing out.